Hi guys, today we're out with the AVATA again, and today we want to show you how the motion controller functions and show you all the buttons on here. Okay, on this side here we have the power button, and here we have a brake button, and here they call it the lock button. And here is your mode button. With the motion controller, you're going to get normal mode and you're going to get sport mode. Then recording is on the side here. And then you have a tilting the camera up or down. And then on the front, you're going to have a trigger. And pressing that trigger is going to move your drone forward. Okay, so let's turn everything on and let's see if we can demonstrate how this works. And moving, doing your yaw, you are actually going to turn the controller in this kind of a motion. And on your goggles, you're going to see a small circle. And to go up, you're going to point this in the up direction. If you want to go down, you're going to point the controller in the down position. Anyways, let's start up everything and let's do a little demonstration. Okay, we've started up the AVATA. We're just going to put that right there. Okay, let's start up the goggles. And we're flying with the V2 goggles. Later, I think I'd like to get the goggles too, just to see the difference. Apparently, it's a lot clearer. But I love these. You know, looking through these goggles here is like looking on a movie theater screen. It's great. Okay, let's get this started. Okay, and let's turn on the controller. Press once and then press again. And you can see the lights will flash. All four lights will flash. When she's connected, they should go solid. There we go. She's solid. Okay, now let's see what's going on in the goggles. First thing we're going to do is we're going to quickly double tap that. Okay, sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to be very fast with double clicking that lock button. When it finally connects, you'll know, because you'll actually see the propellers start to rotate. Now, to do a takeoff, we're just going to do a long press. Here we go. Okay, so now she's in the air. Now she's in the air, and you can see if we tilt this to the left, it's turning to the left. If we tilt it to the right, it's turning to the right. Okay, so now if we press the trigger, you'll see it go forward. Okay, and if we want to turn around to come back, you'll see we're slanting it. We slant it back and we come forward. Okay, now let's see what mode we're in. We're in normal mode. So if you want to change this to sport mode, you would just hit this button once. And now we are in sport mode. This here, let's try and hold it steady. This here is tilting the camera. Okay, let's take her out a little bit. And we do have the circle in the center of the screen. I'm going to try and see if you guys can see this. Right now the Avata is spinning around and around. But I'm not sure. I'm hoping that you can actually see inside the goggles. Anyways, let's take her out for a little flight. And right now we have the motion controller pointing down, and as you can see in the footage, the drone is looking down. Now to look up, I'm going to point the motion controller. Now I'm pointing the motion controller down at myself, and to look up, I'm going to push the motion controller up. Okay, now we'll fly. We're in sport mode. The motion controller, I think DJI included the motion controller with the Avata, mostly for people that are new at FPV. FPV can be tricky even with a regular controller, because it's not flying like a GPS drone, even though this does have GPS. And I think DJI was more or less trying to just simplify the flying method. It's very few movements that you have to make. You have a trigger that is like your gas, so it moves forward, and lowering that is going to lower the drone, and putting it up higher is going to move it higher. And there was a bird. It's definitely a different way to fly, but it's very cool. You can see the color the trees are changing. It's definitely fall weather. The motion controller definitely simplifies your flying. Oh, there's that bird again. The trees look so beautiful here today. She's a little bit windy, so I am going to bring her down. And I am getting an interference MC location. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but I have gotten that before with the motion controller. Because the motion controller doesn't have an antenna on it, I think that could be the reason that it gets some interference. I don't think this is meant for flying too far away from yourself. I think this is more proximity flying. But it's definitely a different way to fly. And in sport mode there, she goes along pretty good. And it's pretty easy to control. The control is very good. Looks like we have a train coming here, guys. Well, that's kind of a treat. And when you're turning left or right, it doesn't just yaw, it actually will yaw and roll at the same time, which is kind of cool. You know, if you're in a stationary position and you turn your wrist right or left, it will just yaw. But if you're actually flying and in motion, it's going to give you the yaw and the roll mixed together. So you don't have to worry about trying to combine those. You know, on a regular controller, your yaw would be on the left, your roll would be on the right. And with this makes it so much easier. You don't have to worry. You just turn your wrist and it's going to do both for you. And like I said, you point down, she goes down. You point up, she goes up. Yeah, it's actually quite nice to fly with the motion controller. Okay, we're gonna put her back into normal mode. Okay guys, I think that's about it for the motion controller. You point the motion controller up and you can see the sky. You point the motion controller down and you can see the ground. You put her back straight, turn, and turn, and turn, and turn. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.